5 childhood friends
who partied in their 20s,
living in their 30s,
with ailments of women in their 50s.
I'm Jay.
I'm Shell,
Trice,
Ebony,
and I'm Tammie.
And after being friends for over 2 decades, you know what we realized?
We kinda old.
In the 90s, with the black girls where you in the 90s, with the black girls where you fun. In the 90s, with the black girls where you fun. In the 90s, with the black girls where you fun.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to the We Kinda Old podcast.
Hey.
Y'all so damn corny, I love it. Anyway, y'all, welcome back to another episode, and we're going to entitle this one Free Milk. So, for those who does not understand what I mean by free milk, you know that whole saying, what's that?
Why buy the cow?
Don't buy the cow where you can get the milk for free.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we talking
Almond
about.
milk.
So this going to be...
I'm sorry. I didn't want to laugh.
I'm sorry. I caught it late and had to. But anyway, this is going to be a help your girl Tam out episode, because I'm going to admit I need help with this one. And
me too.
I'm gonna have my girls who got this down. Give me some advice on. Well, we're gonna talk to each other then. we gonna talk to each other. We're gonna help each other out on this episode, okay? And get ourselves together. So, I guess the first thing is, how do you guys create your boundaries when dating?
No.
Very common.
I don't like. You cannot. It doesn't fit. It's not going to work.
Okay, let me.
Y'all
we
know
talking about
my- y'all know
boundaries,
my
or we
favorite
talking
thing.
about peens?
I don't like that.
Let me change the question. Not how. What boundaries do you have when you're dating that you will not do, or you're not going to do now that you're dating, but you're wanting to do when you're married? So what boundaries do you have when you're just dating?
Well, my one boundary used to be you can't fuck me in the butt, but I don't even think I want to do it once I get married.
It's everything. Sorry, I just had to put that.
I love how that just switched that quick.
That I
really
struggle
did.
in that area, so I don't know, because obviously I've never been married, but I feel like I kind of just fall into the pattern of doing married stuff just because, like, I don't know, maybe it's from watching my mom be a wife for over 30 something years. Like, I see how she does with my dad and, her children and stuff like that. So in a relationship, I'm prone to do those things, even though there's no ring involved. But then it's kind of like a get you gotcha in my situation, because I don't necessarily want to be married. So
Yeah,
So I
yours
guess
is
so.
unique.
It's not really a get you gotcha, because since you don't want to be married, does it really matter?
Right.
I mean, that's why I feel like it's
Well-
a get you gotcha. Like, I probably am not supposed to be doing all of the, marital things, but I do them just because it's what I'm used to seeing. But many
Can y'all
people
tell me
like,
what
oh,
y'all
that's
think the
marriage
married
privilege.
thing is? Like what?
A lot of things concording to married people.
I just want to know what you guys think what the married thing is, because I honestly feel like ain't shit really changed for me.
I think it's individual. I think it depends on the person and the couple, because some stuff people don't look at as married people shit, and some stuff people do look at as married people shit. I think that's up to the couple, because I know a couple who have been together for almost 10 years, and they literally don't have any like financial things together. Everything is yours and mine. Like, everything is super fucking separate. They live together, they have kids, they've been together for almost a decade, but everything, like, to me, they look like roommates.
Right.
See, I don't know, because I'm like Jay. It's like I'm so used to doing it. Like, I don't know how to draw that boundary. And then now we're living together. I honestly
when it
don't see
gets
anything
sticky.
changing. Right. I don't see anything changing once I get married, except for me being a wife and having a ring on my finger. Because
Yeah, I
what
think
I'm actually doing now, like, I'm still going to keep doing. I'm not going to do anything extra. What is there left to do?
I feel like with Jay, it's a if you want another step in your relationship. I don't know what the next step would be if it's not marriage, but I feel like it's if you don't want to be the girlfriend forever and you want to eventually become the wife, then those are like certain stipulations or boundaries people put in place. But if you don't have anything else that you're trying to reach in your relationship besides just being in a committed relationship, then I don't think it would apply to you. Like, I don't think you would have to do anything different.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, like
sense.
when you live with somebody, of course I expect, you know, chores and stuff to be split. Like we're supposed to be helping each other, so we're both going to be cooking for each other. We may have to fix each other a plate a time or two. We may have to wash each other's clothes. You know what I'm saying? And even
On them draws.
I'm not ironing
No.
I'm not gonna do that.
No.
But like even with the financial part of it,
Warm draws is lit.
girl,
Yeah,
dryer.
on me.
The dryer. I'm not ironing no
I'm
damn
just saying.
drawers. Is you crazy?
This is the one that I'm wearing on.
Yeah, but even with the financial part, like I've had joint accounts, but I also have my accounts. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm gonna keep this over here. We can have a little, you know, for bill situation or whatever have you. But as far as integrating the whole situation, yeah, that's probably not
I
gonna
guess
happen.
that's what would change. Well, no, because we plan on doing financial togetherness before we get married. Actually, we kind of started that already. The only thing we didn't start is we don't have a joint account yet, but we started other things financially together. So that's probably the only thing that'll change on my end.
For me, it's more of a, not like a duty type thing, but for me, it's more of an emotional type thing. Like y'all get on me all the time for not fully allowing him to take care of me and not fully allowing myself to be vulnerable with him. And that's one of those marriage type things for me. Why am I putting all of my emotion, all of my heart, all of my vulnerability into this without what I deem as a guarantee? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, people get divorced, but I don't believe in divorce. Once I get married, that's it. You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
You
And that's
gotta
why I'm
die,
taking my
player.
time.
Till
Like, I'm the runaway
death.
bride for a reason, because I'm not just gonna marry any old body just because they asked me to. I might say yes because they asked me to, but it don't mean I'm gonna go through with it. You know, so and he and I get into that because he feels like, he's giving me his all, so I should be doing the same exact thing. And I'm like, yeah, no,
Right.
So I will say, since I'm the only one hitched up in here, I would say the
no.
only difference between the only difference between then and now is, like what Trice said, it's more of an emotional thing for me, because I don't care how anybody looks at it. My finances, my finances. So the only thing that we share in regards financially is a savings account, and that's for like our emergency savings. So if anything happens to the house or with the kids or whatever, we have that money together that we put aside monthly. But it's more emotional for me because of the fact that I am being more vulnerable. I think I am. He thinks I'm not. I think I am. Because prior to marriage, it's like I don't tell anybody anything. I said this in the past episode. Like, I don't express what I went through. I don't express, what I'm going through. Like, you just get me right here, see me as I am, get me as I am type thing. So now being married, I'm trying to open up more. Even though I've been with him for 10 years, I'm trying to open up more, but it's still hard for me because I have trust issues. So I think that's the only difference in regards to my boundaries, is actually just giving him a little bit more of me that nobody else has ever got. That's the only difference.
See, I guess my problem would be like Jay said originally, before we remember that she don't want to get married, so it don't matter. I am that natural nurturer, giver. Like, I like to please, and it just comes naturally for me. Like, I'm always trying to help people. Like, somebody will call me, be like, I don't know how to do this. Okay, well, X, Y, and Z. It just comes natural to me. Y'all call me mama for a reason, but I'll talk to people, even my mama, and they
We
be
call you
like,
grandma.
shut up. And even my mom will be like, you doing too much. And I'm like, I don't know how not
How
to
not
to
to?
be me.
Yeah.
Like,
That
Right.
this
almost
is
makes me
me.
feel like it's really something wrong with me though, because for all the stuff that I have done in relationships, like why don't I really want to get married? That makes me question myself.
I always
Because
question
I would
that.
be a good wife.
I think
And I
some
didn't even
people
question
have
it.
a fear of the permanence of it. Like if you actually believe in marriage, some people are like fucking scared shitless of the permanence of it and the fact that they can't walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get
Yeah,
on
that
my, if somebody get
commitment.
on my nerves, you know, I could leave. I could leave tomorrow. I could leave tonight. I could leave
Mhm.
yesterday. But if I'm married and they get on my nerves, I got to stay and work it out. You know what I'm saying?
That could be a
Like
very,
minor
very big part of it.
annoyances, shit that makes me just want to, you know, just say fuck all this, man. Like marriage, you can't walk away from that shit.
It's
Or
expensive as
Right.
fuck
if
as if you
that's your
do.
belief system.
It's
Mhm.
cheaper
And
to
like for
keep
me,
her. It's
that's
cheaper
what I
to
feel like.
keep her.
Exactly. It's expensive to leave. And I like my coins. So you want to die, player.
And see, that's another thing for me as far as that like boundary is concerned. Like, yeah, I do a lot of stuff that would be deemed wifely, but it's not an obligation. It's not because I have to. It's not for because it's what I signed up for. It's not because this is what I'm supposed to do. It's because I feel like doing it. So if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not gonna fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a 24/7 type thing for me. It's a when I want to do it type thing for me. But once I'm married, this is the part that I signed up for. This is, again, to me, my personal beliefs. This is the part that I signed up for. I signed up to do these things. These are now my responsibilities. These are now my obligations. Once again, I don't have that permanence. I don't have that attachment that I have to do this. I have
That's
to
security.
be a part of this. I have to, you know what I'm saying? Perform
Right.
said duties. I don't
Right.
have to do shit. I do them because I feel like it. I do them because I want to.
But see, maybe I
I
need to
feel like
change
that
my
too.
mindset because to me, even when I get married, I'm doing it because I want to, not because I have to. I don't have to do nothing but stay back and die.
I was just about to say we ain't got
Is
to
it?
do shit, but if you
Right.
believe
So,
in marriage in that way, then that's part of your responsibilities. That's part of the shit that you signed up for. That's part of your duties.
So it's not a have to if I guess the thought is to be committed, whether you want to go on paper with somebody or not. The thought is to be committed for the long haul, and you don't feel like you have to do it in the sense that if you don't do it, then another bitch gonna do it.
but see, I want to because I love you. That's why I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, like I'm not thinking
you get another
about
bitch if you want the bitch gonna
somebody
die.
Yeah, I
entertaining
don't
my
think. I
shit.
mean,
I'm
I
not
don't
thinking
think
about
of it.
somebody stepping into my home, crossing my threshold. I'm not thinking about no shit like that because
Mm-mm.
you could try. I'll kill you dead. You know what I'm saying? You
Facts.
know, and you could try, but even if you did do the things that I do, you ain't me, so you're not gonna do them how I do them.
I mean,
But
Exactly.
Motherfuckers is with
Jay,
me for a
but
reason.
duh.
You know what
but
I'm
Jay,
saying?
I
Like,
think
so you can
you
try. Go ahead. Have at it. Have at it.
It's never
Good
quite the
luck.
same.
Jay, do you mean more of a pressure to do, not necessarily I have
Not
to
even
do,
a
but the
pressure.
pressure?
It's just like, yeah, I'll do it because I want to when I feel like it or whatever. But I know that if it's a time where I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna make it a habit not to cook dinner every night and stuff like that. Where he gonna find somewhere to eat?
Then he
We
ain't in
gonna
a
go
committed
Applebee's.
relationship.
But
Yeah,
Or
that's
he
what
better
I'm
yeah.
get
Then
takeout,
saying.
he ain't
or he
here for
better
the
get
right reasons.
DoorDash. He better
But
get
that's what I'm
Grubhub.
And you
saying.
better
He ain't
ask
here
me
for
what
the
I
right
want.
fucking reasons.
Men use that all the time. Like
And
they,
it's
you,
bogus.
Facts. Yeah.
men have times where they feel like they're being unfulfilled in their relationship, so they'll go find whatever elsewhere, even if it's not sexual. It could be her ass don't cook. We
True.
ordering pizza every other night. I want a woman that's gonna cook for me.
But you knew
And I
that
want a
before you
man that's
committed
gonna
to
rub my
her.
feet every day. It don't mean just
No,
because I'm not getting
I'm
this
not
one
even
thing,
saying
I'm gonna
if
go look
that's
for it
something that
elsewhere.
was already evident. Like if she didn't cook from the beginning, okay, then she didn't cook from the beginning. But say she used to cook and she don't cook no more.
She tired of that shit.
But see, I feel like that's when a grown conversation needs to be had. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
Right.
absolutely. But they don't always
You're
be grown
choosing
with
to
it.
be in the well, I mean yeah, because we all know they're not grown and a lot of people play grown up when they still little boys and little girls. But
Mm-hmm.
when you want to enter into a grown monogamous committed relationship, it's going to happen. Not even just on the woman's side. It's going to happen on the man's side.
That's
And
true.
I feel like they forget that, bruh, you weren't doing what you was doing in the beginning either. You know what I'm saying? But I let it slide, or I understood that you might be working a 12-hour shift. So when you come home, you may not want to, cut the grass or whatever, or you may not want to take out the trash immediately. You may be slipping on the things that you were doing. But I'm understanding what's behind that, and I'm not going to penalize you for it. But yes, a lot of men will definitely penalize the woman. Oh, she ain't even want to have sex tonight. Man, I'm going to get from somewhere. One night, bruh. I turned you down for one night, and you going to this?
Right.
Not remembering that I worked, a 10-hour shift myself, and I came home and took care of your raggedy kids and washed your raggedy drawers and cooked your meal for you that had it on the plate when you got home. And now I'm tired, but now you ready to push me to the side to get somebody else? Again,
it happens.
Playing grown.
I'm just saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I ain't got to cook. So I don't when I don't
gotta
feel
cook
like
either.
it.
I ain't gotta cook either.
Like he came home tonight. Is there anything in there to eat? No, that's why I went and got tacos.
That sounds legit for me.
I mean, it is what it is.
But I
I'm not
think
saying it has
also
to be
with
every night. Absolutely not.
No.
Never feel like.
But to piggyback off of what Jay said, that was my other thing. I think even me, I think I'm guilty of it too, or my thought process, because I'm not in a relationship at all. But I think the question comes, how do you know this person? Like, okay, if you're putting this boundaries in place because you want to eventually marry this person, and you don't want this person to take advantage of you at this point, you know what I'm saying? You want them to wife you up if that's the ultimate goal. So I think the question is, how do you what's my question? How do you know how do you know they're wifey or husband material if they do not exhibit those traits prior to?
So
you know what I'm saying?
It's funny that you say that, because that's kind of sort of his stance, his position in it, which is why he says, he gives me his all, he puts 100% in this, that, and the third. And my thing is, I've shown you, what the fuck I'm capable of, whether I do it all the time or not. Get your life together.
Get it together. Okay.
We kind of old.
The people don't want to see this.
Word. But whether I do it 100% of the time or 8% of the time, you've seen the shit, it exists, it's there. So
yeah, you can definitely just give a taste without giving it all.
Right.
But I think some people are really, because I suck at this. I've said this in the beginning, but some people are really good with, nah, I ain't your wife. You ain't getting this, or nah, we ain't even nowhere near. You ain't no. And it's very early on, you know what I'm saying, where they have not exhibited any type of trait. It's just all is they told you they could. Yeah, I can cook. You'll find out when we married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can clean the house. You'll find out when we engaged. Like a lot of people, right? So
that would be very hard for me though, like especially if we live together.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like
it's
roommates.
like how?
Like,
it's like how?
I'm an action type person.
Like what would make you want to buy this cow if you only know how the milk tastes?
Yeah, it would literally feel like being roommates. Like, okay, you buy your own food, cook your own food, whatever. I buy and cook my own food. Like, we might sleep in the bed together, but you do your own laundry, I'm doing my own laundry. Like, we not sharing no bills. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, me either.
I don't either.
I think it's ridiculous for all that. What are we living together for? We might as well keep our own separate situations. We might as well keep our own separate homes.
Right.
And people do that.
What I'm saying.
People do that too.
Yeah,
that's the only way I feel like
sense.
it
If that's how you're
yeah.
going to live, then you need to not be cohabitating.
Yeah, just be spending the night.
Maybe the whole, why would they buy the cow? Because you don't want nobody else to buy your cow.
That part.
Because
but how you know your cow worth it?
Plate,
you've seen something of value in them, so that's why you even at the farm in the first place.
Man, I got premium beef. You hear me?
Hey,
I'm just looking for the right 40 to 45-year-old man.
Yo,
oh my God, where's Gerald at?
Gerald,
where's Gerald at?
Gerald gonna come with his Bengay.
We're gonna get her. She's gonna get her a Melvin. You gonna get her a Melvin. Melvin gonna pop up in her inbox.
Yo.
No fish
Mm-mm,
ain't out there named
don't
Melvin.
scare off to eat.
What?
Listen, okay.
Oh my god.
Anybody else on that one?
No, I just think that if you notice that you're exhibiting traits that you don't want nobody else to take advantage of or to take over, you better go ahead and put that ring on it, because people got two legs and they can walk away. People sitting in a chair and they can roll away. Either have it, people can leave.
Yeah.
Not rolling.
And that's
right.
from
Right.
his standpoint. Like, you better wife me up. I ain't wifing your ass up. I'm not gonna be one of them females that actually get down on no knee because I'm like,
Hell
oh,
No.
he knows how to wash dishes and he scrubs his feet. I gotta propose. No, you gonna
Nah,
propose
he
to me,
scrub his
player.
feet.
I'm the prize. So
Amen.
I can't get with that.
I'm as much as I like, I'm trying to wrap my head around you in fucking 4-inch stilettos in a goddamn bodycon with your knee on the ground and shit.
are you
In
talking
a
about the chick that was
restaurant.
at Outback or
I'm talking
Applebee's?
about
Was it?
any woman.
It's been a couple videos. There's
I'm
been a couple
talking
videos
about
out there.
any woman.
I'm
You
thinking about the
got
one
your
that she was talking
fucking
about
knee in the
though.
grass and shit.
Ain't
It's-
no
the
way.
kids is there.
Da-da,
Like, this is the
da-da.
example that you set for your child. Like,
First of all,
really sis?
these two knees need to be like taken out and new ones need to be put in. Like,
Listen.
they're not gonna make it down there. So
Okay.
I don't even be on
Even
my
if
knees
they
for
could,
that.
they're not.
mm-mm. I don't
They're
got them kind
not.
of knees.
I don't care if I was standing. It ain't happening.
Mm-mm.
and another thing, like, I don't care how primal or caveman or whatever you want to call it that this sounds, but men are naturally hunters. If a man is not pursuing you, then he ain't ready, sis. He's not.
He's
If a
not
man
that
says
into you.
yes to a proposal, it's because he didn't want to fucking embarrass you more than you've already embarrassed yourself.
And that is embarrassing.
That
To
is my thought
me-
process on it.
To me, if a woman is proposing to a man, it's because that man is a beta. And I don't do beta males. I do alpha males all day. Alpha males go after what the hell they want.
I better
Beta
not
males,
never
they
see
wait
it.
for you to come get them. And I don't have time for that.
I
See it
better not
from
never
who?
see it. I'm be like, sis, get up. I'm talking about period. I don't care
Exactly.
if I'm walking past, sis,
Wait, what
get
did you
up.
do?
I'll be like, oh, honey, you fell down. Get up, get up, get up. Come
Uh-uh.
on.
We don't do that.
Nah.
You trip on your shoelace, boo?
No,
Get
no,
up.
no,
Come
no,
on.
no, 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 no. You
Is
dropped
you
your
okay?
contact.
You drop your
all right?
phone.
Everything
Pick it up,
okay?
pick it up, pick it up.
You
That's
caught the
not what
Holy
you
Ghost?
do.
What
You
happened?
drop an earring, pick it up, pick it up, pick it
What
up.
we praying?
I
We
think-
get
Because honestly, if a man
don't even pray on
truly
my
wants
knee.
to marry you, he will propose and marry you. Point blank, period. If he
Yep.
wants to do it, he's going to do it. Just like
And I
Trice said.
think we have to be okay with walking the fuck away from shit that is not serving us, from shit that is not on our timeline. Like, everybody says, oh, you know, things take time. There is no time, blah, blah, blah. But you know in your heart when the shit has gone past your timeline. And we have to be okay with saying, all right, I can't. Like,
Right.
we
You have
keep
to be
trying to
okay
hold
with starting
on.
over.
Huh?
That's the scariest
You
part.
have to be okay with starting over, because a lot of people, I don't
yeah.
like starting over. I don't want to start over. I put
I'm
this
tired
much
of telling
time in
people
it.
my favorite color.
Listen,
You seen the
I've
post?
started over quite a bit.
Same.
And I will do it again if I have to.
Same.
But
I will
you
leave
ain't.
if I have to. Listen. Now my current situation, I will leave if I have to. Now I ain't say that I wouldn't come back.
What you leave to come back for?
Sometimes you gotta leave to
Sometimes
let
you
a
need a
motherfucker know
lesson.
that you will leave.
Sometimes you need a lesson. And
And
that's
sometimes they
it.
think your ass won't leave. So
Yeah.
sometimes
Okay,
you gotta leave
well,
to let them
then-
know, yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will
That
leave.
segues me to my next thing. Do you guys believe that ultimatums work in relationships?
No,
No.
It depends
I
on the
got 2 out of
ultimatum.
4.
I don't believe in
No.
ultimatums.
Ultimatums, Lord
So are we
Jesus.
talking about is me or like is it always you as being one of the subjects? Or is it something else? Or any type of ultimatum?
Any type. We can generalize
Yes,
right
I do
now.
believe
I'm
in
gonna
them.
get to the specific. I'm gonna get to the specifics.
I don't believe in
I
them
do
because
believe
I
in them.
believe, like, I don't believe in threatening people to do shit. I want whatever it is that you do, and I literally mean anything. I want whatever it is that you do to be of your own volition, of your own free fucking will, because you wanted to do it. I don't want you to do something because you're scared. I don't want you to do something because you think I'm a bounce.
Jeffrey.
I don't want you to do something because I threatened you, or I got a knife to your throat, a gun to your head. I want you to do it of your own 100% you. I want it to be your thing.
Yeah.
Hold
thing
on.
is-
Shit, hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Just wait a minute, 1 second. Don't forget it, because I know we all don't forget it. But Trice, so from what you just said, and then going back to what you and Ed was saying about that, about the having sometimes you gotta leave and then come back, is that not kind of the same thing? Like you
I never
left
leave
to
with
teach
the
them a
intention
lesson.
of coming back. If I leave, it's because we decided to reconcile. I don't leave with the intention of leaving to come back. I personally don't do that. If I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to come back. If we worked it out while I was gone and then I come back, all right, cool.
That's what I was saying.
But I'm not trying to leave.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
come back.
So you left because they did not fulfill whatever that you wanted. You left, and then that woke him the fuck up and said, "Okay, now I'm ready for what she was ready for. Baby, come back." And then
Hold on, but
come back.
it's not like marry me in 2 years or I'm leaving. Is that not an ultimatum?
That is an ultimatum.
I think no. It's a requirement. I require this.
Okay, so what's the difference?
Right.
For the
One
people
is a
and
threat.
myself.
One is a threat
confusing.
based off
That's why I'm asking
of
for
bad
clarification.
things that didn't happen. If you enter the situation and you're like, if this don't happen in 2 years, I'm out. That's my requirement. If you're 3 years
that's
in,
your requirement,
and
but
you
in
didn't make that
translation to
requirement
him,
off the
it'll be a
bat,
threat.
That's what I'm saying.
What'd you say, Shel?
Yeah, I can see
I was
people taking it
saying
as a
that yes,
threat.
that's your requirement, sissy, but in translation for him, that's a threat because
It
he's
could
like,
be like,
oh, I really only
if
have
I'm not
this
ready.
amount of
I
time.
don't give a shit. That's my requirement.
No, but I'm saying that's your requirement. Granted, yes,
It
but
sounds
for
like an
him,
ultimatum.
that would be an ultimatum on his
It's
part.
not an ultimatum because again, you enter it off the bat. This I'm laying my shit out here. You can't give an ultimatum when there's nothing to weigh it against. Ultimatums only come when you have something negative going on that you don't like, and then you're making a threat. If you enter the situation, I don't like this, or somebody can say, oh, if you cheat on me, I'm gonna leave. That's an ultimatum? No, that's a fucking requirement. Be faithful or I will not stay.
I'm still
Ultimatum.
confused. Right,
like an
because
ultimatum to
why
me.
does ultimatum have to be you say it's linked to like a negative thing that happened? Why?
No, it could just be this.
I'm about to look up some definitions.
Yo, I was about to do the same thing.
Listen,
Because to me,
let's teach the people.
To me, it sounds like the same because okay,
She
so
said,
before
"Let's
my
teach the
relationship, when we were in the dating phase, I told her, I said, this is what I want in a relationship.
right.
I set my requirements, right? But at the same time, it is an ultimatum because it's like, if you do not give me these requirements, we will never be together. So I can see how it's kind of like a scale where it's teeter-tottering between the two.
So the definition of an ultimatum is a final demand or statement of terms, the rejection of which will result in retaliation or a breakdown in relations. It's not
right.
it's a final demand.
That's your final
things have been
demand.
happening. Ultimatums
Right.
are only issued after things have been going downhill. Ultimatums are not, you don't enter with an ultimatum.
I don't agree with that.
But people
the
do.
word ultimate, finally, ultimately.
I understand.
From
but
the
what I'm saying
beginning,
is,
ultimately,
from the
if you
beginning.
don't marry,
people do enter. Right, that's what I'm saying. People do enter in with ultimatums. Okay, case in point. I done been through too much. I ain't waiting no more. I'm getting older. So this next relationship is it. So once I enter this relationship, I'm gonna be married in 2 years. Ain't nothing negative happen. It ain't the end, it's the very beginning. When you sit down and have that conversation with that young man and let him know what you want and where you see your life, I want to be engaged within 2 years. What are we looking at?
what we looking at?
I don't
Uh-huh.
She talking about some young man.
No, that's just a term, not your
Oh.
young man. I'm
Somebody's
speaking about
son.
when you sit down with when you sit down with somebody's son. You let them know I want to be married within 2 years. You're off the bat letting them know what your requirements is, and I'm not staying past 2 years. It's still an ultimatum.
Right, because it's
I'm
either
gonna disagree with y'all.
you get with what my timeline is, or you get to live without me.
Get with it or get lost.
That's
The
an ultimatum.
rejection of I'm leaving. That's
My
that's
thing is
like
this:
I
if you
said,
tell them
sis,
at the
I'm
beginning, like I just like I don't know, like okay, so for example, if this is what you're used to doing, right? Like you tell them at the beginning, like, hey, I only have this amount of time with you. If it don't go one way or another, I'm out. Like, so does a guy just? I don't know. I guess I can't speak for guys. We can't either. Like, do they really think like, okay, I got this much time to bullshit, or they be like, okay, let me.
No, it's like you either decide if you're on the same path. Like if you're okay, she said 2 years. I need to be figuring out if within this 2 years I can fall in love with this woman and see if this woman is going to be who I want to be with the rest of my life, or if within that 2 years it's not for me. But at the end of the day, all I got is 2 years. So either I'm going to figure out that this is where I want to be, or I'm going to figure out this is not where I want to be.
or I'm going
But
to
I
be
got
okay
2 years
with
to
losing
figure it
her.
out.
Right.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of men, that whole pressure thing comes in place. You're pressuring me, and you're adding pressure because I'm telling you what my requirements are. Your requirement is that you want sex 5 days a week.
That's
Is that
pressure.
pressure for me, or
That
am I
is
doing it?
pressure for the
or is that
cat.
your requirement? You know
Or
what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna cheat.
Ultimatum.
But niggas don't see when it comes from their side. But anyway,
So do all you ladies actually put out your requirements like at the beginning of dating individuals?
I learned my lesson from the past to not to do that in the beginning. So while we were talking, getting to know one another, yes, I put all that shit on the table. I didn't put a timeline on anything,
That's what I was about to say.
but I put all that shit on the table.
I don't put a timeline on anything because once again, like I was just saying, I want you to do it on your own. I want you to do it because that's what you wanted to do. Just know that this is something that I want. I don't have you. This is what I say. You don't have a time limit. I do. I'm not gonna tell you what my time limit is. I just hope that our things sync up. But when it's time for me to go, if things ain't where I need them to be, I'm gonna go. You do your thing. You got this. This is all on you, pimp. You have no pressure from me. I have a time limit. You don't. Take your time. Take all the time you need, all the time you feel you need. However, if while you're still figuring it out, my time runs out.
so I
See you
know
goodbye.
Trice is, but does anybody else? Do you think giving them your time limit during your boundaries or ultimatums or requirements should be done?
I don't even know if I can answer that because I've never gave out requirements or I never put out on the table what I was looking for in any of my relationships. I was always, I guess I'm kind of like a free spirit in that realm where I'm like, let's see how this goes. Because honestly, coming up, I never thought anybody was going to want to marry me because I was a little hoe. I was like, ain't nobody going to marry me. So who fucking cares? I'm having fucking fun with this shit. Like, if they do, what the fuck is wrong with them? But I just literally I just literally have fun with shit. I don't know.
I think
I just
that's
got
how
lucky,
I
I
usually
guess.
go into situations too. I don't necessarily have expectations. I tell you what I like, what I don't like,
Yeah.
but it's not I mean, honestly, the thought that I didn't want to get married, it's been like up and down over the years. So like before I had my son, I was like, man, I'm getting ready to be a bachelorette. I'm about to go to school and get this good degree and make all this money and be the auntie with all the nieces and nephews. Like, hey, girl, hey. But it didn't turn out like that. So after I had him, then I was like, okay, I could get married. But then I was just like every day, all day in my face, like always around, like that kind of thing. Like we got to do everything together. Like I got to tell you when I'm going places.
You'd be surprised how that's so not true.
That ain't really.
So for me, So all of my relationships up to my current one, it was just we just gonna see what's happening. But then when I got older, I'm like, I really want to settle down. So that's when I started focusing on this is what I want, this is what I expect, and giving that and verbalizing that to whomever I'm dating at that particular time. But up until then, I was just like, how you doing? We're just gonna be out here.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even think I would know how to date somebody. Like if
That
somebody
part.
if somebody I don't know if I will be able to find somebody who genuinely is not sure if they want to get married. Like at this age.
When do
But
you
I
have
think
that
you will.
married convo though?
I think you
huh?
will.
I
As
said,
soon as
when do you have
possible.
the married convo?
As
I'm
soon
not
as
about to
possible,
have it
whenever
at
you
all.
want to.
As soon as you think that person could be marriage material.
But what's the married
No,
combo though?
but
What questions or what
Well,
type
I
of
guess mean
topic?
like, when you talk about when you want to get married or your goal is to be married or like
I feel
just
like
married
That's in the
convo.
getting to know you phase.
yeah, I feel like the first couple of conversations, because if you know, I know I want to get married. So in the first couple of conversations, when you talking to somebody, like I said, getting to know them, I'm gonna ask you, do you see marriage in your future? That don't mean with me. Do you see
Exactly.
marriage in your future? Are
That's a
you
good way to
someone
put it.
who wants
Yeah,
to
that
be
is a good
married?
way to put it.
Because if you say nah, like if you like, how we talked to Jay and she was like, nah, I'm good. There's no need to continue to
I'm
get to
not going
know
to continue
you
wasting my
because
time.
we're not on the same page from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just feel like all that, and I'm like Jay, I don't know how to date, man. Don't ask me no questions. But I feel like all of that will need to be like it's a it's a conversation that needs to be had in the beginning about a lot of this shit. And it's conversations that do not be had and that causes issues down the line. Well, you ain't never tell me, I ain't never know. I'm gonna let you know. And again, it doesn't have to be or I'm putting it on you. I'm telling you what I want in my life. So then I'm
See,
also letting
like
you
if
know
we
or
just
giving
kicking
you
it
that
though, does
option
this
that
need
if
to
you
be
don't
a
fit that,
conversation? Do we really even need to talk about this at this point? If we just kicking it,
to talk about what?
marriage. Do you see marriage in your
Yeah,
future?
if
This, that, and the third. We just kicking
If
it.
y'all,
Right,
but
but
if
that was
y'all,
my
that's what
question.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
like
though. It depends on where you at in your life. If you are in the just kicking it phase, regardless of who it is, then no. But if you are
right.
somebody who is 35 looking to settle down or 29 looking to settle down, that's where you are in your life. So yes, you should have that conversation because I'm not looking to just be hanging out and humping.
See, I've
That's not what I'm
always
looking
wanted to
for.
be married though. I have literally always wanted to be married, but it literally
Not me.
depends on the person. If I'm just kicking it with you and we just fucking, this ain't I don't need to have this conversation with you. I know I like you enough to fuck you, and that's all I need to know at this moment. Like everybody that I'm smashing ain't somebody that I potentially see a future with or see myself date. And I have always wanted to be married.
All
Always.
right. I don't know what I am. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm past the casual sex thing. Like, I don't know. I think I just want people to leave me alone for real. Like, leave me alone.
I think you're
It's so bad.
I think you're just in the phase that you just want to be with self. And there's nothing wrong with that.
It sure
Yes.
isn't.
There's
at
nothing
all.
wrong with that.
At
Once
Go
you
on
are
all.
done
dates.
being with self, and again, you can be hanging out, having friends, getting to know people while getting to know self more,
Mm-hmm.
then you'll realize what you want. Okay, you know what? I am ready for a companion or some type of relationship more than what I had. There's
Yeah,
nothing
because
wrong
I
with
don't
that.
mind talking to people. Like, yeah, we can, communicate, kiki, just have, conversation. Nobody have conversation with, but
Let
I
them
don't
hit the
want nobody
bullet.
moving in my house with me and
You ain't got necessarily move
stuff
in with
like
them.
that.
See, yeah,
I
Spending the
it's not
night
what that
bags.
means. That's not what. Yeah, like even
I
if
don't want
you
to even
are,
get close to the point yet.
Just spending the night. Pack your
Do y'all
deodorant,
feel
girl.
like do y'all
I
feel
don't even
like
know if I can do that
men
right
give
now.
away free milk?
Huh?
That's all they
Some
are.
do, yes.
All
Yes, I do
they
believe
is
that.
cows, fucking ribs, rump roast,
She
goddamn
said
ground
that
beef. They
she
just
said that's all they
cows.
are. Out there
In
mooing.
what
They just
ways?
out there mooing.
In what
Listen,
ways?
Moo.
So I have a real close guy friend, and he has no children, and he wants to be married and have kids, and he literally gives them the husband material. It just haven't been working out for him. So I do believe that they can give away free milk.
They give away
Does that
free
make him a simp?
See,
sausage.
I
Huh?
want to know
sorry.
why it's
Does
not
that
working
make
out.
him a simp?
What's a simp?
A
He's
A
pussy.
simple.
wimp.
He's simple.
That's what I was thinking.
No,
That's my mama. That's my mama coming
Your
out.
simple
Sorry.
ass.
Yes.
Like he saw.
Like he could be walked over.
Oh,
She's like, wait, simple.
where he at? Where he live at? Where he live
He
at?
is
I
he
need to talk to
is a
him.
little on the softer side because he's in touch with his emotions.
Miles.
He's a black man over 35 that is in tune with his emotions
Where you live at?
in New York.
He a crying ass brother.
No, he doesn't cry. I
Send me a
haven't seen
pic.
him cry all the years. He's not your type. All
Well,
the
I
years.
don't mean he doesn't cry. I mean like a whining
What is
ass.
my type?
Come
His
on,
ankles
P.
don't show
I
in
want
his
Yes, them
pants.
ankles gotta show, dancing and moonwalking everywhere.
No. Hold on. What is y'all gonna leave me alone with this? He's not my type.
He's
Y'all gonna
brown
leave me
skin.
alone.
He wears pants that cover his ankles.
I like brown skin.
He wears
hell?
pants that cover
He's,
his ankles.
I know he's
Yes,
not your
light
type.
brown skin.
Who type is he then?
Is he gay?
No, he's not gay.
Well, she said her type is anybody that ain't gay. You heard that? Hit her up.
Don't do me.
And that's what it sounded like. That's why I'm like, no,
Your face.
I
is
have
like
seen
he's
the
not.
physique of men that you date, and he's not your type.
Oh, he
He
plush.
thick.
What they call him? Plush.
Yeah.
plush
He
bunny?
thick.
Right.
A cheese stick.
He's
He's
thick.
thick.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know what kind of people.
It's levels to thick. I would need to see his levels of thick. I can give him a
He ain't
chance.
your kind.
No thanks.
You said
But
you don't
anyway.
want the belly. You said that.
No.
Exactly. That's why I say he's not your type.
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
ain't got
Continue.
no type. Sorry. Cause that's a goddamn lie.
I was about to say something.
So wait, what if a man was giving you free milk and you didn't want to buy him?
What's the question?
He's just handing out free sausage. And
Are you gonna leave him? Are you gonna continue to use him?
Why I gotta be using?
Isn't that how we feel? This is why we put these boundaries in place.
But
so
I
we
think
advantage
it
of?
becomes hold on. Okay, I think it becomes we feel like we're being used when we have put our expectations and our requirements out there and they're not fulfilling them. So I feel like we feel used. So I think for the man, it would be like the same thing. Do we know what he wants? Has he expressed that he wants more and we're just riding the train to get how much, however much we can until it stops? Now, will we be fair to him and leave and be like, you know what? I'm not what you want. You deserve better. It's not you, it's me.
But the milk is different flavors for men and women.
I've definitely done that. I told y'all about my boring ex who got married to a boring girl, and I told him you're gonna make some boring girl very happy, and he did.
I mean, it's very possible. I think it's not as talked about as much that from it happening from a male's point of view, but I think it definitely happens.
The milk is different flavors.
It looked like it was going to happen on Married at First Sight.
But I felt like, what do y'all think? The man milk. That sounds obscene.
What is we talking about?
That sounds nasty.
I've been wondering, like, what are we talking about right now?
What do you think would it be monetary? Like the men paying her bills and stuff like that? Like,
I think it could be the same thing that
whatever he
women
deems
give
as
in a
husband
relationship.
duties.
So just because he taking out my trash and pumping my gas, I'm using him?
Does he deem that as husband duties?
I had someone that I was using for those purposes.
Man, take this damn trash out and pump my damn gas.
Does he feel like the things that he's doing are things that he would do for his wife or his future wife?
Or has he expressed to you that, I see this, you're the one that I want. I don't want anybody else. I see this going further. And you're like, okay.
Can you take my trash out?
You know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, cool, love you too. But at
see,
the end
you
of
know
the day,
what?
you're like,
I think a lot of brothers get caught up on that, like saying that, and they think that's like putting a pin in it, and they think that pin is strong enough to hold a woman. I see this going further. You're the one that I want. I don't want anybody else. Okay, motherfucker, where's my ring?
But is that friend zoning too?
I don't
By
think
saying
so.
those words?
No, friend zone, you don't make it into a relationship type
Yeah,
status.
it's not a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I had an ex
You can be
claw
girlfriend
his way
zoned.
out of the friend zone.
You be girlfriend zoned.
True.
Yeah,
If that's a term that we can just make up because we can do that.
definitely.
But
Yeah,
you can
we
be
can.
girlfriend zoned
Let's
where
coin it.
well, there you go, girlfriend zone, where they keep kind of feeding you and promising you things because they know that's what you want to hear, knowing good and goddamn
Dangling
well.
the shit, giving you
Yeah,
scraps
knowing
and
good and
shit.
goddamn well, I don't want this.
Just
You
like
gotta be quicker
that
than
commercial. You gotta be quicker than that.
Gotta be quicker
Nah,
than that. You gotta be
Negro.
quicker than that.
Giving you
Right.
little
So
danglings
yeah,
and
you
shit.
can
Shit
be
to keep you holding on. Shit to keep
exactly.
you, following on the little trail.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, you don't even know that you're going around in a
in a
goddamn circle.
circle. It ain't getting off no time soon.
And give you empty promises at every inch.
Speaking of that, do y'all believe in promise rings?
No.
No.
I am
I got
35
one.
fucking years old.
Would you like
No.
my
A promise ring is an
ring?
engagement ring. It's a promise to get married in 12 to 18 months from now.
So when did I get it? When did I get it?
You got one?
I did. I've gotten one, but I'm trying
As a
to
child?
remember. But listen, I'm trying to remember to prove my point. I feel like I
I
could
would
be
laugh
wrong.
in her face. She give me a damn promise
I could
ring.
be wrong, but I feel like when I was leaving is when I got the promise ring. And granted, y'all know my situation. I was in a relationship, out of high school for a long time. So yes, we were still, young. And I think this was the priest my child or after? I don't know. But I feel like I was leaving, and that's why I got my ring. Mind you, I wasn't even leaving because he was taking too long or I wanted to get married. But that was the thing to you know what I'm saying?
The danglings.
Dangle. That was the
Mhm.
dangle.
The danglings.
My foot is out the door. I'm walking away. Now you want to give me a promise ring, bro?
Man, everybody I know that has gotten a promise ring and they said such, this is a promise ring, they ain't together.
Nope, that's childish.
They ain't making
really
past that
fucked.
promise.
It's danglings. It's
Mhm.
another freaking tactic to just keep you around for a little bit longer while they,
So they can keep
either
milking you.
figure it out or get the girl that they really want. Like
It did
Playboy.
not work.
Also, I'm going to keep it. Thanks for the jewelry.
Right.
that's
Appreciate you.
Pawn it.
Appreciate
giving
you,
it to my
King.
child.
No, I'm going to keep
I'm
it.
gonna go
If
to the
it's
nearest
pretty,
pawn
I'm going to
shop.
keep
I
it.
don't need it.
If it's
Nah,
pretty, I'm going to keep
I
it.
still
If
got
it's
it.
pretty, I'm
That shit on
keeping
my
it.
face.
I still got it. But it didn't serve its purpose. It did not work. But
never
I've gotten
do.
one. Yeah, I've gotten one.
Thank you. Goodbye.
But again,
Right.
at 35 years old, I wish a mother
Oh, no.
would
That's childish.
give me a damn
That's what I'm
promise
saying.
ring.
We're too old for that. What are you promising? What are you promising at 35? What are you
I've
promising?
never gotten a promise
Childish.
ring, and my first engagement ring I got at 17. It was stolen, but I got it.
Hey, it's the effort that
Get it how
counts,
you
all
live,
right?
player. Get it how you live.
Hey,
I
it's
got
the
my
effort.
second
Show his
engagement ring at
love.
19, my third one at 21. The fourth guy didn't give me a fucking ring, but we had a whole wedding planned.
Rude.
Okay, Thanos.
All your infinity stones.
First of all, they're stones, not rings. Okay, thank you.
I am Trice.
Listen, I'm trying to be married.
I support.
Adam, though.
Shut up.
Nope, because I don't do old tomatoes.
You don't like tomatoes?
I do.
It
I
sounds like
don't do
she's
old
saying
tomatoes.
old tomatoes.
I want you to do what you do because that's what you wanted to do, not because I said, you know what I'm saying? And I've never actually said to
Jada.
him, I want to get married by X amount of time or I'm out. I've
So
never.
that was what I was getting ready to ask. I know we're kind of going backwards because I know we stated already, but again, I'm a woman and I'm not a male, so I really can't give you a point of view, but I'm going to ask this from their point of view. Is it fair if we do not divulge that information to them?
No, fuck them.
I don't think.
No, it's not fair, but fuck them. This is what you're saying. What you saying? No, it's not fair, but fuck them anyway.
Fuck them.
Is that what you're saying? Fuck them. Okay,
We don't
it's
have
not
to
fair, but
divulge
fuck
that
'em.
information.
Fuck 'em.
The only thing that they need to know is that we want to get married. That's it.
But I feel like with that, because that's their favorite thing, you're putting pressure on me, right? So with not giving the ultimatum as far as like a timeline, that takes the pressure off. But then their asses will come back around. Well, you never told me you wanted this within 2 years. That ain't right. You played me. You set me up.
That's on you, pimp.
Can't fucking
But
win.
then from Teresa's standpoint, she said that she told him, I have a timeline. So he knows mentally that she has a timeline and the clock is ticking. Now,
Yeah. But I'm not talking about you.
granted, it is a little unfair because he doesn't know if that timeline is 3 years, 5 years, a year, 6 months. But at the same time, in his head, he needs to understand, damn, my girl got a timeline. I gotta get my shit together. I gotta pop this question. So that's giving him pressure without giving him pressure.
Yeah,
Listen,
he living on
That's
the edge.
pressure
Yeah, he
regardless.
probably, year one was probably approaching. His ass cheeks got all tight, thinking that he's gonna get left. Every year go by, he like,
Shut up.
you gotta say something.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I gave and have give and I give my girlfriend pressure. We've been together. I'm like, all right. I'm like, we're coming up on 4 years. What's next?
I give her a little bit of pressure too.
I don't want to be a forever girlfriend, and you knew that when you met me.
Zoned.
Right. I am not
a
trying to
month
be in
after
the
you met me,
girlfriend
you
zone.
knew that.
Like, get me out of here. Like, it's cool for a little
Kicking the
while, but
doorways
this
in
is
the
not a
full.
fucking. This is not the place that you buy. I'm not buying the girlfriend zone. I'm gonna rent this for a little while. I want to buy my motherfucking wife house. Stop fucking with me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because I do believe, and I've heard enough men say it. I do believe that within at least 6 months, they know.
They know.
They know.
Yeah.
You don't need 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years to really know. You know, but because I have not required it of you, you're gonna keep letting it do what it do.
Exactly.
I'll never be one of y'all.
That's all right.
Men.
You do what it do.
I would never be a man to one of you hoes or a woman, cause y'all would be on my nerves.
I get on her nerves. I don't care.
Goddamn ready.
I get on her nerves.
Listen, do
I
what
sent
you
her
do.
pictures.
Take your sweet
Everything.
fucking time, pimp. You want to move at a snail's pace? You go ahead. I hope you get there when I'm there. I hope you get there before my bags are
can.
Oh, shit, it's been a long day. Sorry.
You rude.
Listen. You don't know what I went through today.
It might have just been one of them days in my Monica's voice. I ain't gonna try it.
Okay.
But it might have just one of them days for a couple of us. But anyway, we have talked about boundaries. I'm still lost because I'm just
that. Look, you talking about
See,
you gonna ask
my
us
thing
to know.
is, well, I'll save it for later. I'll save it for our final thought.
okay. Well, that's what I was getting to. Yeah, I'm still a little lost because it's just I don't know how to not be me. But I will say that I have learned I do need to make my requirements known and stick to them. I have learned that I do, and it's that goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? Men are full within their right to have their requirements as well. And again, bro, I can't do that.
And if they ain't trying to get married, they need to make that shit known up front.
Facts.
Up front. Stop the bullshit. Okay, we grown.
You ain't into cow purchasing. You need to let a motherfucker know.
Right.
Okay.
So anyway, what's y'all final thoughts on the free milk?
If you ain't trying to buy a cow, let a motherfucker know.
The end.
The end.
So
just make sure it's lactose
free.
That's mine. Make sure it's lactose free. Because my guts.
So I'm gonna give a little real one or whatever. My final thought is continue to be you regardless of who you're dating. Don't allow that you feel like you're giving the milk for free because you're dating someone. Like you said, Tam, you're going to make your requirements known up front. Ask them their requirements and make sure that they tell you, even if it's just I'm scared, I don't know. Tell me something, because I'd rather you tell me you're scared and not go in blindly. Because if you're telling me that you're scared, then I know, okay, maybe I shouldn't be so aggressive if I choose not to be. If you're scared of that next step.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna drag that out, player.
Huh?
I said, yeah, but you ain't gonna drag that out, player.
No.
Go ahead.
No. Because you can only be scared but so long. I don't give a damn. Been there, done that.
Right. Like you comfortable now, motherfucker. Stop playing.
Right.
Right.
You better take that leap of faith.
And when Better
No.
jump. Ain't that Steve Harvey? You better jump.
You better jump. Chill.
She did the old lady nod.
Yeah, I guess just to piggyback off of that, yeah, never, like, I guess.
Shell says she married and she don't give a damn about none of this shit.
No, that's
He
not
said she
true. I
got
always
milk,
care about
cows,
my
dogs, and
girls,
cats, and
so
fish.
cut the bullshit. I care about my girls, okay? But
Hook us up.
I mean, y'all not out here. There's a couple people out here, but anywho, so I guess when it comes to dating and knowing your boundaries, you gotta do some self-reflecting. And when you are dating, if you want to give them your all, do it in spare sprinkles.
Gotta be Salt
Salt
Bae.
man. Salt
Yeah.
Salt Bae.
That's it.
No, she didn't. Try to be all whimsical with it.
I lost my earphone.
Lord Jesus.
She gave
Take
him the
me
Lars.
to the king.
Jay, was that your final thought?
No. I guess I need to do some work in the boundary area. But like I said, it's still going to be a little touchy for me because my end goal may not be the same. However, my mama keep praying that I flip.
The
and
mama's
end
prayers
up
are strong, boy.
wanting. So if
Strong in this
the
one.
Lord rejects my prayers and takes hers, I guess I'm going to learn how to.
Come on, Gerald. 40 to 45.
Come on, Gerald. Where you at?
Gerald. J-U-R-L.
U-R-L.
Yeah,
Not
so,
Gerald. Gerald.
Come on,
I just
Gerald.
need to put it in practice. How to set those boundaries, because I do plan on putting myself in the dating pool soon. I'm gonna say next year. I don't got time right now.
Next year is in a month and a half.
No, I'm talking about
Facts.
when I get this degree done with school next year.
Okay.
Then I'll be
That
out
makes
here in these
sense.
streets, okay?
Uh-oh.
That makes
Hey,
sense.
2020.
So, Gerald, you got time.
Uh-oh.
Gerald, you got time.
Gerald
Like
got
y'all
time to
Blueberry
get
Pimp
himself
suits
together.
and y'all Stacey
Facts.
Adams, because I'm gonna be
Gerald
out
got
there.
time for that bear to
Yeah,
connect.
Gerald.
Girl,
Get
I
your
want
health and stuff together, Gerald.
He got
Get this suit out the
his,
cleaners, okay?
You better not send me.
Go to the doctor, Gerald.
he got time to get his man pay together, his little man weave together.
In his Steve Harvey pants.
Get your suit out
Yeah.
the cleaners,
Them church
okay?
You
pants.
better not send me no
Shine up
picture
your
of no
gators,
man
okay?
with his seersucker suit.
I want a blueberry pimp,
Hey,
okay?
seersucker suits is fire.
No, ma'am.
They are.
Get your fresh
Okay.
baldy, okay?
Mm.
Just for men.
Okay, so 40 to 45 and Baldy.
And Gerald.
Yo, if your mates end up being
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. You actually end up with somebody named Gerald, I'm gonna freaking die.
I
all
bet
right?
you I
quit.
quit.
I'm saying you heard that, Gerald.
I
You are
purposely
in the
will
South.
not date him. I purposely will not date him.
And I'm saying just like that too. Gerald.
Girl. Oh my God. Yeah, that's
All
first
right,
of
I do
all,
have an actual final thought.
It's not. Oh,
No, listen, seriously. My actual final thought is regarding boundaries, free milk, feeling it, taken advantage of, feeling used, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You cannot be afraid to walk away. Hold tight to your fucking boundaries, because respecting your boundaries is respecting yourself. And we talk so much about self-love and self-appreciation and knowing yourself and being cool with yourself and loving yourself, XYZ to the third power. Your boundaries are part of that. And once you give a motherfucking inch, they will definitely try to take a mile. So
that's a
sis,
fact.
if you got a fucking boundary, hold tight to that shit. We cannot be afraid to walk the fuck away. That's my legit final thought.
Good, cuz bro.
Sprinkle.
Cuz bro, you better get it together.
listen.
Facts.
Well, first of all, let me apologize if y'all can hear these screaming kids in my audio, because I don't know who the hell kids is outside screaming at this time of night. But anyway, I guess my final thought would piggyback off of Trice's. I think we do a lot of talking, and we need to start practicing what we preach, self included.
Yeah.
Come on, Barry.
Self included. We need
Get
to
your Barry
start
White
really
on.
practicing, yes, ma'am, what we preach, and holding these N words accountable, and holding ourselves accountable for
That
holding
part.
them accountable.
That
You know what I'm
part.
saying?
Accountability. We're going to
Yes,
account
it's
in a bill.
all the way around. Like it's
Let's
not it's
see.
as much as we are like, we're 35. If we gotta start over to get what we deserve, then that's what we need to do. Because what we
As long
deserve,
as you're
what we
still here.
want is out there. You know what I'm saying? What we deserve and what we want is out there. It may not be in the one that we love, that we want to love us, but somebody else is gonna love us better than that person.
Girl.
And shock the hell out of us. Like, damn, I didn't even know I could be loved like this.
I told one of my girlfriends today, you do not need to give a man 1,000 chances. You deserve to be treated right. You deserve to be valued and respected the first fucking time. They ain't stupid. They think we are. And if
In
you let a
other
motherfucker
words-
play you, he will.
In other words, don't be a simp, ladies.
Don't be a
That
simp.
part.
But also, I saw a meme that said, damn, it was very fitting, but it's something
It
along the
said,
lines
damn, it's
of
very
like,
fitting.
no, not damn is very, the meme was very fitting, but it was something along the lines of, when you keep giving a man, 1,000 chances, they keep, their respect for you decreases. And I was like, yo, I think that's legit truth. Like, they do, because it's
And
like, oh, I
then-
can just do it again. She gonna take me back, or
She gonna take
I
her
know what
back,
to do
yeah.
to get her back. So I ain't got the, so they respect you less and less the more and more chances you give them. You're thinking you're loving them more, and you're being understanding, and you're being that person that they need you to be, and they're gonna be that person that you want them to be. But they're like, no, I can just keep fucking up, and she's gonna keep taking me back.
But when you
It's actually working against you.
when you really done, then they get mad at you. But that's a whole nother episode.
That's a whole nother episode.
Like everybody else
for a whole
did.
other time.
Whole nother episode. But on that note, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of We Kinda Old, the free milk. Also make sure you visit www.wekindaold.com. At this website, you can listen to all of our episodes from season 1 and season 2. While you are there, you can also subscribe to our emailing list, because we got some things that you do not want to miss. Also, it's a lot of alsos, but also make sure you carry your ass over to YouTube and subscribe to our
They
YouTube
should be on
channel.
YouTube if they're watching this.
That part, but
subscribe to the channel, hit the like button down below, and share this motherfucker. Click that little arrow so you can send it to
and hit that bell.
Share
Give
the
us a
shit,
thumbs
share
up.
it.
That's a fact, because my son was clowning us that we only got 34 subscribers. So we need some more.
I'm gonna set his ass down. He shouldn't be on our channel, no way.
At all.
Nephew.
At all. Also, you should be already, but if you are not, make sure you are following us on IG, Facebook, and Twitter at We Kinda Old. And if there is nothing else, we will see y'all next time. See y'all. Bye.
We Kinda Old.